show our scenery. It's so beautiful out here. This is Lance dancing at the cabin, our last night here. I'll show you kind of what my view is as I drank coffee this morning. Words do not do it justice. I know this video is not going to do it justice, but it's definitely the perfect place to be saying our vows. I don't know how to put the most meaningful thing I have ever needed to say into words that will do him any amount of justice. Still, I'll try. Lance, when we first started dating, you asked me to read your favorite book. You explained to me how much this book meant to you, so I agreed to read it. As I read it, I could see how much this book helped shape you into the man that you are. I also discovered that it was a love story. In the end, the two main characters discover that their certainty in their love for each other is stronger than everything else. They discover the truth in their love is all they will ever need. I couldn't help thinking that it was a perfect example of what marriage should be. The day I finished this book was also the day that you asked me to marry you. Now here we are. I have no doubts at all, just complete certainty in us. I feel it in everything. From the way I can find home in your eyes, safety in your touch, clarity in your kiss, and in the way your heart and your mind are like the sword of truth, powerful and unstoppable when they're working together. The certainty overwhelms the connection I feel with you. It creates an unquestionable and extraordinary beauty, passion, and strength. I feel certain that you are the man I want our boys to look up to and to grow up to be like. I feel the truth of our love in my mind, my body, and my soul. Every fiber of my being knows I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life making sure you feel that same truth in my love. It is because of all the certainty and all of the truth that I feel every time I say that I love you, that I want to vow to always climb mountains with you, the figurative ones and the real ones. I vow you will forever have my devotion, my support, my admiration, my friendship, my respect, my gratitude, my trust, my friendship, my respect, and my love. You are my priority and my purpose. Loving you contains my proudest memories and my greatest goals. Our love is balanced and seamless. We are two people so certain of our love, I know we will conquer anything and everything we face in life together. I am honored to call you, Lance Thompson, my husband from this day forward. Okay.
Now it's my turn.
Yep.
So, I promised her that I would sing her a song, one of her favorite songs. But I'm not going to actually sing it. I'm going to read the lyrics because I feel like the lyrics fit the situation right now as an opening. And this whole thing is titled I Vow. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, and we're going to listen to our favorite song. When I saw you in the dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this, baby. You look perfect today. And this is a poem that I wrote for you that kind of brings everything together. Along the peaks we rise and fall together as one. Like rain or snow we flow, dancing through the trees in midnight greens. Enjoying the thrill of living in a harmony balanced in nature. Savoring the highs and lows that come with love as it grows. My love, we stand here surrounded by the beauty of nature, and I must say that as we stand atop the world looking down, I can't help but be fixated by you. In February of 2017, you decided to take me to the mountains in a cabin. We did that just out of random, out of the blue, and it was a birthday present for me. It was in that moment that I knew I wanted you to be my wife, and it was also that moment that I proposed to you. We're so connected, Tara. I can't imagine my life without you. It's in that same spirit that I make my first vow to you, that I'll always do whatever it takes to be spontaneous and romantic, even if it's a little cheesy. We'll always climb mountains together. I'll never, ever, ever let the feeling that we have today go away. And I vow, I promise. You know, I often think back to our first date. Everything that day just kind of fell in place. Because it wasn't just your typical first date. It was the day that our souls found their partner and its best friend. So it is in this spirit that I vow to you to always be there with a shoulder to cry on or a push to keep you going. I vow to always be your best friend. I knew coming into all of this that I wasn't just dating you, but also auditioning to be a father. Our relationship has caused me to grow leaps and bounds as both a partner and a father, and that all started with you. Letting me into your family, what's now our family. I can honestly say that I've never been more happy and fulfilled, so I vow to always be the greatest father and husband to you and our boys. You are my world. Wind. This place here around us, its purity. There is no noise save for the natural world and my love for you. The air is pure, we can breathe. Here we are one with the world and soon to be joined as one within it. My last vow is that I'll always love you more, whether we are climbing mountains or falling down them. I vow to always be next to you, keeping you safe. I vow that I'll always be faithful, honest, and kind. I vow from this day forward that you are my queen and I am your king. I vow because I love you, Tara Thompson. I vow. Get your pretty princess ring out of here. And it goes like that. On top. No sausage fingers today?
No. I love you.
Way up in the mountains, 4,000 feet high, there's a trail through the trees to a cliff where Caroline lips, baby, wait. Okay, you can open your eyes. This is it, this is now, this is what I've been talking about. Looking out, can't you see forever? Take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world here together. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it. Girl, I know that you've been waiting, talking to your friends, wondering if and wondering where and wondering when. Well, I've been waiting too, holding on to this ring, for the right words to say, for the right time and place for me to get on one knee. And this is it, this is now. This is what I've been talking about. Looking out, can't you see forever? Take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world here together. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, well, this is it. This is it. Now you're walking down the aisle, and I can't help but smile. This is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world here together. Surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it. Yeah, this is it.
I've gone through a lot of stuff in my life and been to a lot of places, done a lot of things. And without the support staff around me, my family, I wouldn't have made it. And allowing me to have a day like this that focuses on love is very important to me. So I'd like to thank my family and everybody for allowing us and helping us in whatever way that they've done throughout all time to get us to this point.
Start with what was going through your mind on the first date. To be honest, I was just thinking I won't say how hot he was, but how attractive Lance was. And so I kept thinking, I hope he is as smart and intelligent and witty and fun as he is attractive. And he was.
Well, I was nervous. I was a little nervous. She was beautiful. And you got a lot to prove as a guy. You know, going out, you have to make sure you show knowledge, and You have to be kind and make sure you have the proper manners. So, there's so much going through my mind to make sure that she felt like she was the center of my world instead of everything else surrounding us in the world. What quality do you most admire in your partner? Well, it's her heart. I am a very, very rational and a logical person. So she has a heart to kind of balance that out in me. She's kind. She always puts everybody else first, even when it hurts her, which drives me crazy because sometimes you have to be selfish, but I don't think she understands that concept.
I love that he is unapologetically himself. He is going to always do what he feels is right. He doesn't care about what anybody thinks. And he doesn't just walk the walk, he talks the talk. Or doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. I said it backwards. What is your greatest goal for the marriage? I hope that we are having just as much fun as we are right now in the next years to come. I hope that same excitement that we have now and passion does not fade.
My greatest goal is to ensure that everybody is happy in my family and they understand that no matter what happens, I'm going to be there to protect them and take care of them. That's important to me. And ultimately, I want to die with Tara. I want our marriage to go on even after we're dead. We're gonna be buried together and we'll be together for all time. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I hope those booger kids of mine end up going to high school and getting ready to go to college, furthering their knowledge in the world. I hope that me and Tara continue in our career to get to the point where we could purchase a place like this up in the mountains and rent it out to people who might want to do something similar. To me, that's important. Having a place to escape it from your work, your daily life, everything that we do is very important to maintaining a healthy mind and a healthy heart. So I want to help other people do that. And so in 10 years, I would like to have a cabin, whether I build it with my bare hands or hire the Amish to build it for me. Who knows?
Please let it be the mountains. Please get us out of Florida and into the mountains. That's where I want to see us in 10 years. If not in 10 years, hopefully shortly after when all the kids are out of high school. What is the most important to you? So Lance, when he wrote this question, said he just meant in general in life, what is the most important thing to you? Probably happiness. You have such a short time to live, and in that time you need to be doing things that make you happy in your career, in your relationships. Happiness above everything else.
Truth. I love the truth. I fell in love with the truth at a very young age because I'm a terrible liar. And even truths that hurt people, it's less painful to hear it then instead of later. So I would say that truth is important to me because truth lends something to every other value in the world. You can't have love without truth. You can't have intelligence without truth. Everything is founded in truth. How did you know Tara was the one? I knew she was the one when she was willing to embark on trips with me, because that's what marriage is. It's a trip through life. When our first date, she wanted to come with me to nature on a long trip that most people would not want to do. 5-10 miles in one day puts a lot of stress on the body. She was willing to do that, and it made her happy. And then we had the day I proposed, she took me to a cabin in Tennessee as a surprise for my birthday. And it was really that moment that I knew she was the one, but the adventurous nature, willing to go out and explore the natural world with me, to me that's something that you don't find often, and it makes her the one.
Everything about him was different from anybody I've ever met before. He it goes back to him just being able to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. He actually is what he says he is, does what he says he's going to do, and that's very, very, very hard to find. It's rare, and it's refreshing when you do find it. If you could do anything with your partner, what would it be? Start a bed and breakfast in the mountains with our own little cabin, and then go off on the Appalachian Trail, finish that eventually. Then after that, find a new mountain we want to explore. Just be in the mountains with Lance. It's really that simple for me.
I mean, I would like to skydive, but she doesn't want to skydive. I'm gonna have to convince her, but I do want to skydive. Zip lining, we saw some mountain zip line posters. That would be real fun. I'd like to do that. But ultimately, I would like to open a bed and breakfast with her. She's very good with people and front desk service, things like that. She can bring the heart to my business, and I can bring the maintaining and the building and stuff. What was your first impression of your in-laws? Well, Steve, I think we have a bunch in common. The more I get to know you, the more I see a reflection of myself in you. And to me, I think that's important. You have to have good relationships with your in-laws. And from the first time I met you, you were accepting, and even when you found out everything about me, you accepted me. And I appreciate that. And I know going on, me and you are going to be best buds. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, and I'll always take care of your daughter, I promise. And truth is my promise.
Lance's mom likes to make dolls, and so she has doll heads and arms and things all around her house. So I was thinking that it was cute that she did that, but it was like the dolls looked a little bit creepy, but it was so cute. And she's like so genuinely Southern in her little Southern accent. And her sweet tea is the best sweet tea you'll ever have. And she really kind of became a mom to me because, as everybody in my family knows, I lost my mom. So she took me in her arms and welcomed me into her family. Lance's stepdad is hilarious and honest at the same time. So he seemed very blunt in the best way. And also, he is very kind. Let's see, Lance's dad. He is probably the most Southern, I don't want to say redneck, but he is your traditional Southern farmer. And he is sweet and kind and hardworking and a lot of things that Lance is. And then his stepmom, or Michelle, she was kind. I haven't spent as much time with her, but she's also, his whole family is really Southern. I keep going back to that word, I guess because my family's not, and so I was just, they're the cliche, cute Southern family. So yeah, that's my impression of my in-laws, cute and Southern. What song would be your partner's theme song? Probably Small Town Boy Like Me, or that song about, I can't even think of the name of it right now, about being the dad that you didn't have to be because he stepped in for the boys and was a great stepdad, and he didn't have to do that. So those are two songs that really make me think of Lance.
Oh. Crazy Girl? I don't know who sings it. It's like, crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? Crazy girl, I wouldn't dream of going, something like that. But it's that song. She's crazy, but I'm crazy in love with her, and we balance each other out. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Love is shared values. It's the beauty you see in the world. If your values of the beauty you see are shared, then that's love. The same way that we see beauty in nature is a shared value, and it is part of love. But every value has its balance, and anytime you have that balance shared between two people, what you have as a result is love. It's what me and Tara have, and it's what we'll always have. No doubt in my mind.
Love is infinite. It is something that you can't really describe. It's a feeling. It's forever when it's the kind of love me and Lance have. There's all different areas of love. I don't believe it's black and white. There's gray areas, and there's different ways to love. I love my kids in a different way than I love Lance, and I love my dad in a different way than I love my kids. And there's different types of love, but all types of love are infinite, and they should be balanced, and love at the end of the day is happiness. We just did a bunch of hiking, our first day on the Appalachian Trail.
So what do you think? Was it eye-opening?
It was just as hard as I expected it to be, but I lost energy a little bit faster than I thought I would, but I'm out of shape, so I think I did pretty good.
I thought this one was challenging. There was a bunch of downhill.
And then a bunch of uphill.
And then
We are at the Yamakaloa Lodge.
we got a 360 panorama to a spin.
Yeah.
Leave and go to Florida. Higher than normal today.
Wow, this is so gorgeous.
See the hardwoods mixed in with the firs.
In front of the mountain. It started raining. It didn't get too bad though. And we were about 15 feet from this beautiful view. No. Oh, last night we got to watch the fireflies.
That we can sit on actually? Next to it. So we can chill out tonight.
And there's that single tree. That looks like you can make a beautiful portrait. Definitely. I was thinking I was going to be mad because I was like, we were working so hard. I'm like, this is just some little...